Mr. KTS Tulsi, who's with us, I believe. Mr. Tulsi, how do you see this? This is a huge upcoming for ED. Finally, they have managed to get the custody of Jignesha after that late night arrest yesterday they made.
I feel that the order of granting custody, police custody remand of Jignesha to the ED is illegal because the previous in the previous FIR he was already arrested and the same charges were made against him with regard to systematic and premeditated fraud. Jignesha, even in that FIR, was alleged to be the owner of National Spot Exchange, and in that FIR also it was said to be a Ponzi scheme and was estimated at 5,600 crore of fraud. And they say that he's failed to pay 13,000 investors and the country lost 5,600 crore. Now that was the level of conspiracy, the width and contours of the conspiracy. You can't have multiple FIRs with regard to the same thing merely because you get information that another offence may have been committed under the PMLA. You can add the offence to the same FIR, but you can't go on registering subsequent FIRs and time and again take him in police custody remand. Police custody remand under section 167 can only be granted up to 15 days of the date of arrest. Now this is only to subvert that law and violate the mandate of section 167 that you register multiple FIRs. It's the same fraud that the PMLA is also investigating. How come they can now register a second proceeding and again arrest? And then they will say that he is not cooperating, then you can register third FIR, you can register fourth FIR. That's not the law that has been laid down in the case of Amit Shah. Whatever is the contour of the original conspiracy, any discovery subsequently made will be added to the same investigation. And this, I believe that this is vindictive, this is high-handed, and this is illegal.
Mr. Tulsi, if you look at the way this entire probe has proceeded, clearly the ED has drawn first blood. What kind of an impact do you think it will have on the probe as far as some of the other enforcement agencies are concerned? Because let's not forget, this might be a commodity scam at the heart of it, but there is a lot at stake as far as the accountability of other regulators is also concerned.
Well, I really think that the ED is going to fall flat on its face. The FIR was first registered, then the charge sheet has been filed, and Jignesha was arrested. He was granted bail by the Bombay High Court. Now, having been granted bail with regard to that very conspiracy or that very scam, the ED, by coming to have some evidence in its possession with regard to money laundering. But then money laundering is another offence which will be added to the same charge sheet. You can't have 10 charge sheets with regard to one conspiracy or one offence. And I don't agree with the other gentleman who was speaking, saying that the presumption is that you are guilty. The burden is never on the accused. And there is no such presumption that has ever been permitted under the Constitution of India, that the police agencies will presume you to be guilty. There can't be the law. You still have to establish the ingredients of the offence. Now, if they are unrebutted, then you are presumed to be guilty, not otherwise. So therefore, I really think that this is a very high-handed action, and when the judiciary does overturn this action, the government and the ED is going to look silly.
All right, Mr. Tulsi, point taken. We'll have to wait and watch to see how this entire case progresses to the higher court.